So, I've been riding the Kawasaki Z650 for a few months now, and honestly, this bike hits that sweet spot between everyday practicality and sport-style performance. It's one of those bikes that you look forward to riding, whether it's your daily commute or just hitting some backroads on the weekend. First off, the styling is super sharp. It's got that aggressive, naked sport bike look with the exposed frame and minimalist fairings. The LED headlight has this mean, modern look that gives it a real Streetfighter vibe. When I pull up at a light, people always give it a second glance. It doesn't scream for attention, but it definitely gets it. The Z650 is powered by a 649cc parallel twin engine, and it's honestly a perfect middleweight. It's not gonna blow your mind with insane horsepower, but it's quick. Real quick. The power delivery is smooth, especially in the low to mid-range, which makes city riding and lane splitting a breeze. At the same time, once you twist that throttle on the open road, it'll definitely put a smile on your face. I've never felt like I needed more power for 90% of what I do. One of my favorite things about this bike is how nimble it feels. It's super lightweight, around 410 pounds wet, and you can really toss it around in corners. The upright riding position keeps things comfortable, and the wide handlebars give you good leverage. It's confidence-inspiring, especially if you're newer to riding or transitioning from a smaller bike. The suspension is pretty balanced for what it is. It's not high-end, but it handles bumps and rough roads well enough. I've taken it on some sketchy backroads and it held up just fine. You're not getting track-level performance out of it, but for street riding, it's more than capable. The front fork and rear monoshock are both tuned for comfort with just enough stiffness to keep things sporty. Brakes are solid too. It comes with dual front disc brakes and a single rear, with ABS standard. The feedback at the lever is decent and it'll stop hard when you need it to. Again, not top-tier Brembos or anything, but more than enough for spirited riding and emergency stops. The TFT display is a nice touch. It's full color, easy to read, and shows everything you need: speed, RPMs, gear position, fuel range, even Bluetooth connectivity if you want to hook it up to your phone. It adds a modern edge to the whole experience, and it makes you feel like you're on a more premium machine. Fuel economy is solid too. I'm averaging around 50 miles per gallon, sometimes a bit more if I'm taking it easy. With a 4-gallon tank, that gives you a pretty decent range between fill-ups. Not bad at all, especially with gas prices doing what they do. What really makes the Z650 stand out to me is how well-rounded it is. It's not trying to be the fastest bike on the road or the most luxurious, it just nails that balance of performance, comfort, and style. You can commute on it, carve through twisties, or even take it on a longer trip if you're okay with a bit of wind. It's that versatile. Maintenance is pretty straightforward too. Oil changes, chain adjustments, brake pad swaps, all easy to handle if you're even a little mechanically inclined. Parts are available everywhere and there's a big community around the Z series, so if you ever need help or mods, you're covered. If I had to nitpick, I'd say the seat could be a little more comfortable for long rides. After a couple hours, you'll start feeling it. Also, if you're doing a lot of highway riding, you might want to add a windscreen, because that naked design does leave you catching a lot of air. But overall, I think Kawasaki nailed it with the Z650. It's one of the best all-around bikes in its class. Great for beginners who want room to grow, but still fun enough for experienced riders who want something easy and engaging. It's reliable, stylish, and just plain fun to ride. Honestly, it's the kind of bike that reminds you why you started riding in the first place.